Have you ever stood at crossroads, terrified to make a move? Not because you didn't have options, but because you didn't just trust yourself enough to choose right. You've been burned before. You made a choice in the past that didn't go as planned. Maybe it failed, maybe it hurt. And now, every time you need to make a decision or every time you need to make a move, you are haunted by the memory of what went wrong in the past. This episode is for you. If your biggest fear isn't just about making a decision, but trusting yourself to make it. Because here's the truth: indecision is often rooted in self doubt. And until you learn to start to trust yourself again, you will keep second guessing yourself every step forward. Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Precious Idahor, and I have created this platform to empower millions of lives to live their dreams, unlock their true potentials, and achieve remarkable success in every area of life, whether it's in business, relationships, career, and personal development. So, today we're talking about the second episode of the series titled Overcoming Indecision. And in this episode, we're talking about how to start to trust yourself again when you are afraid of making the wrong choice. Now, why do we stop trusting ourselves in the first place? Why is it that you're afraid of making a decision that is going to affect your life? Now, let's talk about it. Why did you stop trusting yourself in the first place? Number one, maybe a decision that you've made in the past that led to failure, or you chose someone or something that ended in disappointment. Also, being told repeatedly that we don't know what we're doing is also one of the reasons why you've learned to not trust yourself again. Now, a lot of people, when you were growing up, you had people that told you you don't even know what you're doing, and then you kept listening to that, you kept hearing that from time to time, and now you don't even trust yourself enough that you can make decisions for yourself because you think you do not know what you're doing. Or let's say it could even be the pressure of perfectionism. You feel like you can't afford to miss it. You can't afford to mess up because, oh, it's you. So, I mean, you should always get it right. Now, these are some of the reasons why you've stopped to trust yourself to make a decision for yourself. Now, so what happens? What happens when you have this mindset? These things I've just listed before now. What happens? You start to outsource your intuition. You avoid risk. You stay small. You numb your inner voice because you are afraid or scared of acting on it. You're afraid of even hearing it and acting on it. But here's what no one tells you: you cannot grow without decisions, and every moment of your life, you are always making decisions. So it's either you're making decisions that is making you, or the decisions that is destroying you without you even knowing. So if you have this mindset, if you're conscious that you're always making decisions every point in your life, then you start to be very intentional about the decisions that you're making. And you cannot make powerful decisions if you don't believe in your ability to recover, adjust, and thrive, even if you choose wrong. Now, let's talk about what you can do to start to trust yourself again.
Stop. What are you waiting for? Have you subscribed to my channel yet? It's not difficult. Just click on the button right in front of your screen and subscribe to my channel, please. If you love this video, why not like and comment? Drop your comments. Thank you. Bye.
What are the ways that you can start to trust yourself again if you've been in that process where you never trusted yourself because of past failures and all of that? Number one, you have to reflect on your wins. Now, when I'm talking about reflecting on your wins, I'm not just talking about writing down your wins. That's like the first step. But aside writing down your wins, another thing you need to do is to romanticize your wins. I mean, reflect on it. Take a moment, take time out of your busy schedule, leave the noise and focus. Just think about the things that you've done that led to this point of you winning. Think about the actions, the things that you've had to do, the struggles, the challenges you've had to face before you got that win. Romanticize it. Now, what this does is it just makes that consciousness of winning stay in your mind. The consciousness stay and it sits in your mind that it can contribute to having a healthy mindset such that when you are faced with a challenge again or when you're faced with a setback again, that consciousness of, oh, you've won before and you've seen something that looks like this before, something that is similar to this challenge, and you were able to, overcome it. It will just come upon you because you've taken the time to reflect on your win. You've taken the time to be conscious of your win. A lot of people today, they've passed through so many challenges to get to the point where they are, that when they now eventually get that win, or when they now eventually get that achievements that they've been fighting for years, they just want to move on to the next big thing, the next thing they want to achieve. They do not take the time to now reflect on that win because, I mean, they've passed through a lot to get here. So they just feel, oh, it's normal. I'm supposed to get it anyways because it's been a long time coming. And then you see them, they are on to the next. Now, this is not a healthy way of living. This is not a healthy way of living because you're going to come and face another challenge again and then you'll be drained again. So when you take the time to reflect on your win, you're not just trying to, carry out a practical or something that you think, oh, it doesn't work. It works. Take the time to romanticize your win. Be happy for yourself. Take the time to reflect on it. Take the time to be conscious of it, that your mind, it sits in your mind, that your mind accepts and sees that you are a winner. That is what this first point is about. Now, the second thing you have to do to start to trust yourself again is to redefine what wrong means. What does wrong mean to you? What does wrong choices, what do they mean to you? You need to understand that not every outcome that didn't work was a mistake. Some were lessons and setups for your next elevation. So when you realize that, you start to tone down on being scared about making wrong choices. The next thing I'll be talking about is that you should start to practice making small decisions daily. Now, you cannot just wake up in the morning, and for someone that you've not trusted yourself or you've not been independent when it comes to decision making in your life in the past, and you've not trusted yourself enough to make tough decisions. You can't just wake up one morning and decide to make a very big decision or something that would change the course of your life. No, you have to start small. It starts from, you deciding what to wear, what to eat, where to go. And even when you get to that event or a gathering, a place that you've been invited to, you deciding what to contribute in that gathering can also be a decision that you're making. So when you continue to make these small decisions, it starts from there, and then you're able to trust yourself enough. When you see how you've performed in the small decisions you've made and how they came out, how it became so beautiful, you'll be able to trust yourself enough to even now make the big decisions in your life. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about on what you can do to start to trust yourself again is to turn down the noise. Too many voices drown your wisdom. Before, I've said it before, earlier, I said, before you even go out to start to seek opinions, the opinions of others, to start to ask a lot of people for, their approvals or what they think about, you need to start by setting out what your criterias are. What are your criterias? What are your values? You need to list out what your values are, and then match your values with that thing you're trying to make a decision on. Match your values with them. What does it align? Now, it is from that understanding that you will even now decide to say, okay, let me seek the opinion of others. Now, when you bring out your criteria and the thing you're trying to choose, and then you even give it out to people for them to give you an opinion on that thing, you'll notice that they will start to give you their own opinion based on the criteria that you have given to them, based on the criteria that you have set out. But in a situation where you just go and talk to people about it, they don't even have an idea or on what your values are, what you really want for yourself, then it becomes a problem because they will now start to project their own experiences to you. So you need to first start by listing out your values and what the criteria are for that particular thing. What you truly want. What do you want? You need to set it out first. So turn down the noise, because when you have too many voices, you won't be able to listen to yourself. Limit external opinions. Listen to your instincts. I can't even talk about this enough, because your intuition, you being able to listen to your intuition, it starts from you learning to hear yourself. You learning to hear your instincts. Trust the instincts and nurture it. When you're able to trust your instincts over time, when your instinct tells you things, when your mind tells you what to do and you're able to trust it and act on it, it will tell you more things to do, and then you contribute. The moment you keep on ignoring it, the moment you keep on ignoring what your mind is telling you to do, you won't be able to hear it again. It becomes silent. So listen, learn to listen to your instincts, because that answer you're looking for is right there. Is right there inside of you. You just need to take the time to listen. The next thing I'll be talking about on what you can do to start to trust yourself again is to give yourself grace. We talk about it a lot that you should give grace to others, extend grace to others, be kind to other people. But we don't talk about it enough how important it is for you to actually be kind to yourself. Give grace to yourself. Even if you make a mistake or you make a wrong turn, you can always pivot. You need to understand that. You can always turn back. So you are allowed to course correct. You're allowed to correct what it is that you've done wrong. You're allowed to correct yourself. You're allowed to turn back from your mistake. Just be present. Just be present in your life. Being present in your life just helps you to be able to see the things that you're not seeing. And you don't have to be perfect. The most important relationship you will ever have is the relationship you have with yourself. I tell people this a lot, and they've not come to realize how deep and how important this is for you to have a great relationship with yourself. It helps you to know yourself. It helps you to listen more to yourself. And if you can take the time to listen to yourself, to listen to your intuition, to listen to your instinct, trust me, your instinct is not going to lead you astray. In my next video, I will be talking about how you can actually nurture and listen to your instincts. This I know will help a lot of people. So we're going to talk about that. The truth is that when you rebuild trust, you stop waiting for certainty, and then you start to move with courage. You don't need all the answers. You just need enough courage to take the next step. You just need enough faith to take the next step and move to the next level of your life. Your future is on the other side of the decision that you're scared to make. So what is that decision today that you're so scared? You don't even know if you can make that decision or if the outcome will be right. Tell me, let me know in the comment section. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel so you can always get notification when I upload any video. And please like my video and share the link to your family and friends. Thank you so much for watching to this point. We've come to the end of this series. Till next time, where we'll talk about more important things. And please, if you have any questions or any personal thing you need to talk about, why not send me an email? My email will be in the description of this video. Send an email to me and I'll be happy to receive your email. Thank you for watching again. I love you. Bye.